press conference, and I thank you again for coming. The People's Democratic Party is appalled by the nauseating, blasphemous, and unpardonable act by the All Progressive Congress in hiring street artisans, fraudsters, and touts, and criminally dressing them in bishop vestments to orchestrate an endorsement for its collapsing presidential campaign. The PDP, in the strongest term, condemned these profane and highly provocative acts of desperation by the sinking APC presidential candidate, Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in the face of APC's collapsing leadership, membership, and followership structure across the country. Nigerians were seeking by videos and pictorial evidence of known mechanics, bus conductors, and fraudsters sacrilegiously being dressed in fake bishop vestment and paid to endorse the unveiling of Ashwaju Tinubu's widely rejected running mate, Senator Kashim Shettima. Such action is unacceptable and unbecoming of any individual aspiring to a leadership position at any level, let alone the office of the president. This is an embarrassment to leadership. With this scandalous act, Ashwaju Tinubu, who is still battling with issues of alleged perjury, non-existent certificate, and allegations of extortion, has become more ethically challenged and lost all moral standing to seek election as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. More sickening is the outcry by the Herodians that they were defrauded by agents of the APC presidential candidate who paid them sums ranging from 30,000 to 40,000 as against the 100,000 they were earlier promised. It is therefore ludicrous that instead of being remorseful and asking for forgiveness, the APC presidential campaign is shamelessly posting lame denials of its involvement in the shameless venture. Our party is not surprised by the attitude of the APC presidential campaign. Such is consistent with the character and DNA of the APC, which was never a political party, but a special purpose vehicle, SPV, hurriedly put together by conflicting bedfellows and incoherent sailors clubbed together for remote personal gain, and whose only interest is to defraud Nigerians through falsehood, lies, deceit, bribery, temporary loyalty purchase, and you might be interested in this one. Temporary loyalty purchase. They buy you now, anymore. That's what happened at their convention. They purchase loyalty temporarily without interest. Corruption of established institutions and violation of rules without regard to the feelings, sensibilities, and well-being of Nigerians. With this ugly episode, Nigerians now know the individual who has been the planner and executor of the lies, false promises, and corruption of the APC that have brought disunity, excruciating hardship, mass killings, and political instability in the country in the last 7 years. Under the corrupt and deceptive government Ashwaju confessed to have helped to install, our productive sector has been completely wrecked. The over $550 billion economy, largest in Africa and 26 globally, with the naira value of 167 naira to the dollar, handed over by the PDP, has been brought to its knees, with the naira now crawling at 665 naira to a dollar today. And I think that's very sad. Under Ashwaju APC government, Nigeria's debt stock has astronomically risen from 12 trillion naira under the PDP to 41.6 trillion naira, with our nation going broke as debt servicing costs has now surpassed government revenue with over 300 billion. So we're constantly under deficit financing. Today, millions of businesses have been shut down due to harsh economic policies, and in case in point, it's a very critical sector of the aviation. Aero contractor just shut down about a week ago. And with the consequences on the economy, the unemployment, the value chain in terms of production, people that provide water for the services, that provide other services that probably not known to us, all that is gone, and we cannot quantify that in terms of numbers. Unemployment has risen to over 35%. Cost of food items, medication, and essential services have skyrocketed beyond the reach of over 90 million Nigerians, are no longer able to afford daily meals and other basic necessities of life. What a tragedy, and it's indeed a tragedy for us. We know that as a country, and we must roll back this cliff-bound nation and economy. It is now crystal clear to Nigerians why the people of Ashwabi's ancestral state of Osun State and the Southwest geopolitical zone, which ought to be his natural stronghold, outrightly rejected him and his APC in the July 16, 2022 governorship election in Osun State. PDP's sweeping victory and the spontaneous jubilation across the country are direct statement by Nigerians on their resolve to stand on the platform of the PDP to free themselves from the agonizing stranglehold of the lying, cruel, self, and life-discounting APC and its presidential candidate. Furthermore, Asiwaju Tinubu humiliating rejection in Abuja, where he had reportedly rushed to in a desperate bid to frustrate the smooth conclusion of the Osun State governorship election, is a clear testimonial that the APC presidential candidate has been roundly deflated. Our party is privy to reports of how doors were locked against the APC leader in Abuja, and how their frantic telephone calls and corrupt offers to truncate the elections were turned down. The APC presidential candidate can recall that our party had, in a statement on June 8, 2022, cautioned him that he will soon realize that Nigeria is not one of his acquired estate of fiefdom, and that Nigerians are not his political string puppets and retinue of lackeys from whom he bought the APC presidential ticket. Now that the APC president has lost the basic required leadership, integrity, and having been exposed and roundly rejected in his ancestral home of Osun, the Southwest, and across our country, our party counsels him to immediately withdraw from the 2023 presidency to avoid further disgrace. Nigerians cannot afford to have established fraudsters, liars, deceivers, perjurers, swindlers, and corrupt individuals at the helm of affairs in our country. Such individuals can only superintend over a deceptive, fraudulent, and duplicitous administration and worsen the woes faced by our nation under the current inhumane and rudderless APC administration. The APC president candidate and his party should know that it is in his own interest to withdraw from the race, as it will be futile to go into an election in which the will and aspiration of the people are manifestly against him and the APC. Asiwaju has no political fighting chance in the face of the swelling popularity of PDP's very competent, candid, transparent, people-oriented, and much more prepared presidential candidate, His Excellency Atiku Abubakar at the poll. The PDP is poised for a winning campaign, and as always, our party is open to suggestions and further collaborations with well-meaning Nigerians as we collectively march to liberate our nation in the 2023 elections. I thank you.